everyone. God, noise. Shut up. Yes. Hello everyone. Anyhow, video number 2 now. I wanted to talk to you in this video about a trip I made last week on Thursday, the 27th of September. When I went to Portsmouth again. It's alright if I put my fingers in my ears because I'm really distracted by a noise at the moment. Okay, I'm just going to put my fingers in my ears, okay? Yeah. Today I went to Portsmouth again, this time to visit a different shop called Wild Thyme, which is a health food store. Now, as you probably know, because like food is one of my major interests, it just made me like really excited. Like I did before with Folio, obviously I googled it and everything, I did my research, I Google mapped the place beforehand so that I could familiarise myself with its location, and I will now outline how the day unfolded in its entirety. For breakfast, I made carrot and pear oats, a recipe I had discovered in the Doctor's Kitchen cookbook. That's a book I got out of the library, and I actually, for the life of me, cannot remember the name of this doctor, but if you Google it, it will come up. It's the Doctor's Kitchen cookbook, so doctor's orders. So I toasted some oats, flaked almonds, and sunflower seeds in a pan for about 3 minutes, then added milk, grated carrot and a pear, ginger. Doctor recommends fresh ginger, but I think I just used powdered ginger because I didn't have fresh ginger. Cinnamon and honey. I topped the porridge with extra sliced pear and almond. It was very spicy with all that ginger, but I think it set me up for the day ahead. I got a slightly earlier train than last time, around 10:40 a.m, which made all the difference as this train was a lot quieter, which meant that I stayed seated for the duration of the journey. On arrival in Portsmouth Harbour, first of all I had some tea at the Dockyards Cafe, which I have visited before. The cafe, being a weekday, was very quiet. It is a very long, spacious cafe, so I could sit far away from people, right at the back. I had a banana and crusty tiger roll, not a very interesting lunch, but easy to carry, and with my OCD and everything I didn't have to worry about it like going off or things like that. Not that it would at this time of year, but my OCD anyway. So I always buy non-perishable stuff if I'm travelling, because it always worries me. Which I had bought from Waitrose, and a bag of salted caramel flavour Naked Company fruit and nut nibbles, which were okay, but I think I prefer the Naked bars. As I say, it's Naked Company fruit and nut nibbles, caramel flavour, but natural caramel flavouring. It's just sort of like fruit and nut balls, but I think I prefer the Naked bars. After this makeshift lunch, I walked via Gunworth Quays to the shop. En route, I could not resist stopping off at the Gap clothing chain, where I treated myself to a pair of bright red jogging bottoms. At just under £8, yay! There's a huge reduction for close to £15, quite a bargain. By the way, that's in the kids section because I can't wear adult clothes. Now, Gap, it's not an ideal, you might think Gap, it's not really an ideal place sensory-wise for an autistic person. It's quite loud, it's quite busy, and I didn't want to linger, but I was on a mission. I needed to, I've got a little thing about clothes. It's maybe sort of one of my, I am a little bit obsessed by clothes. I don't know what it is about clothes. I don't know what it is, but I'll take another video, but I have this thing about clothes and getting the right number of clothes and everything about it. So, yeah. Not a very, people often don't think autism and clothing go together, like it's not really, autism and trains, but autism and clothes? Well, yes, but I'm not a man, am I? It does happen to be one of my interests, so there we go, but maybe I'll talk about that in another video. I do like clothes, so that, I think when I'm on a mission, and even like something in another situation might make me really, really anxious, because I was on a mission, because I was like focusing on getting this pair of trousers, or just buying a pair of trousers from there, like some nice jogging bottoms. I do like jogging bottoms. I haven't got that many jogging bottoms, but I do like them, comfortable ones, because they're very comfortable. So yeah, when I saw it, it's like bright red jogging bottoms, so really bright red, and I haven't got a bright red pair of jogging bottoms, and it was a bargain, so I just had to. So I was pleased with that. That's a good find. Only £8, yeah. So I found a shop easily. That's Wild Thyme, the health food store that I was planning to go to. Discovering that it's very close to Folio, which I visited last week. The shop was absolutely amazing, a completely different experience to the Folio one, which was very disappointing. This shop is amazing, Wild Thyme. It's a vegan shop, Now, I'm not a vegan myself, but I do think that vegan shops sell very interesting, unique and quirky products that you can't buy elsewhere, and they also tend to be quite healthy as well, the foods that are sold there. This shop stepped up to my expectations. It sold a range of different flavoured chocolates, tinned soups, vegan sausages, different grains and more. Unfortunately, I could not buy that many items because I would have had to carry them all home, so I settled on purchasing some avocado chocolate. Here we are, that's what I bought, avocado chocolate. I've already tried this, by the way, this is just the packaging. There we go, hope you can see all that. It's avocado, 70% dark chocolate. Now you might think, avocado chocolate? That's insane. And indeed I thought that at first. I thought avocado chocolate, I wouldn't think you would put avocado in chocolate. But actually, you can't taste the avocado in there. You can't really taste it. It's more the fact that I guess it gives it a sort of slightly rich texture. It does taste very chocolatey. So if I gave a piece of that to you and didn't tell you what was in there, I don't think you'd realise that there's actually avocado in there. So, people are often like, oh, that's disgusting. But actually, it does not taste of avocado. It just gives it this lovely creamy texture. It's actually really nice. By James Cadbury. I wonder if he's related to Cadbury's. Yeah, he might be part of the same family. Yeah, maybe he is. Doesn't actually say, does it? I don't think so. No, but he might be. Makes me wonder. Maybe he is. Where was I? Yeah, so as I said, I've already tried it and it is very nice. I also got a fruit and nut bar, which I've already eaten. That was Rude Health one, and it's pumpkin pie one, just had pumpkin seeds and spices in it. That was quite nice, similar to Naked Bars, fruit and nut company, but as I say, it's quite nice. And I also got a can of vegan meatballs in bolognese sauce by the Suma company. I haven't tried this yet, but as I say, I don't really eat meat myself. I'm not a vegan, probably more leaning towards vegetarianism, although I can't say I'm a complete vegetarian because I do sometimes eat meat, so that'd be a bit disingenuous of me, but most of my time I am vegetarian or occasionally a bit of pescatarian. So as I say, these look very nice, but I haven't tried them yet, so that should be interesting, vegan meatballs. Because, you can get some quite very tasty meat alternatives these days. So I've already tried chocolate, as I say, I've already said that, haven't I? So I certainly intend to visit this shop again and buy many more interesting foods during my trip to Portsmouth. I walked back via the sea and fun fair because I discovered that I was in familiar territory. I'm really, really tired. Sorry if I keep doing that. I'm just quite dazed. But yeah. I walked back via the sea and fun fair because I discovered that I was in familiar territory and that I could easily walk there by the sea instead of following the Google Maps route along the road. The day was very sunny in contrast to the gloom and wind of the previous Thursday, and it became pretty warm. I guess like an Indian summer, really, it was last week. It was actually very nice. I would love that. It was like that during the summer because it was lovely dry heat and it wasn't too oppressive. It was a lovely day. You get these lovely warm days sometimes in autumn. Bright blue sky, and it felt like a return of summer, but a sort of more attenuated summer, a summer that I can cope with, something that I would like to have, unlike that horrible heat wave we have, because the heat was nice and dry and it wasn't humid or oppressive last Thursday. So it's sort of Indian summer. There were clear views across the Isle of Wight as well, and I took many pictures like a passenger boats going to and fro, hopefully picked up some nice vitamin D before the sun truly goes to bed, really making most of it, getting lots of sun on my skin, got a nice, so that's good. And I bought some tea and a bag of cheddars, the cheesy little biscuits at the station cafe going back. I got the train at just after 3 p.m. Again, the train is very quiet in comparison to last week. This is the train to catch in future too, because it misses the rush hour, and I managed to stay seated all the way home without any disturbance for noise or people. There were some kids on the train, but they're very well behaved, quiet kids, so that was okay. And there were only a few of them. It's mainly, actually, the whole carriage is pretty much vacant. Brilliant. So, just before I finish this entry, I would like to mention that I did have my support review meeting on Wednesday the 26th, and it went really, really well. My funding, has been protected, haven't got any worries about that anymore, and it was with the person who manages my support, and they're also going to try and fund my support workers' travel expenses, which is great, and also, so that we don't have to pay out of pocket. And my dad's also been given some information about getting some carer support for him as well. I don't know if he'll utilise that or not, but it's good for him to have all that information if he wants to use it. And hopefully they're going to try and see if I can get 2 support workers so I don't have to rely on just one. So that went really, really well. And then tomorrow, because I'm filming this on Tuesday, normally I film on Wednesday, but tomorrow I'm going on a sported outing to Brighton, so I hope to talk about that to you next week. So I hope you enjoyed watching my videos today. Do leave some comments in the comments box below. I'd love to hear what you think about these videos. If you haven't already, do please subscribe, and of course do let other people know about these videos, and I will be back next week. So thank you for watching.